Back in the day, I was accepted, most likely out of fear. The kids my age were scared of me, probably because I was bigger and faster than they were. I pushed them around the field and they respected me. But now, in high school, I'm just big. Even my friends on the team mess with me. I act like it doesn't hurt, but it wears on me. Yeah, I joke with them and I sling it right back, but it really isn't fair. I guess it's karma for the way I acted when we were younger, but I don't know. Still don't think I deserve it.
For days, I tormented him in and out of the classroom. He had been my best friend since pre-K. But now we were in middle school. Different setting, different story. By the time we were in the 6th grade, he made new friends. Friends that didn't accept me. I didn't like what was going on. One day I decided that since I knew him the best, I could hurt him the worst. I spread rumors about everything, the way he walked, the way he talked, where he came from, which was my own neighborhood. Pretty much anything he did, I found a way to make it negative. This manifested his insecurities. Every day, I go home with some remorse, some regret. I lost my friend.
There have only been 2 students in my career who were truly bad. One of them actually bullied me. While he never picked on anyone else in the class, he was constantly challenging everything I did, whether it was over the material I was teaching, procedures for turning in papers, or something as simple as turning the page in a book. He would whistle for my attention, like I was a dog, and he would say my first name out loud in class. He was always complaining, and he would get all the other kids to complain about everything I did too. The funny thing about it was that none of my other classes had this problem. I was in charge, it was my class, they were respectful.
This class, this class, I hate this class. Like, you and this class can go to hell. I'm done.
About halfway through the year, I found out from a parent of one of my other students that this kid had a lot of problems. He lit fires in warehouses near his house, and he would torture animals. Only once I called home to talk to his parents. His dad answered. I told him all the details about how his son had been making me feel so shameful in class. He answered, well, I'll just beat him tonight. I didn't know how to respond to that. A couple days later, the principal took him out of my class. I never saw him again.
You deserve it, he said. Yeah, my cousin echoed his brother, holding me down in the closet. It all began with a simple game of hide and seek. We were all a few years apart. I wore my older brother's hand-me-downs, not only because I like how boys' clothing fit my body better, but also because we were poor. So poor that I had to stay over my granny's house after school between 9 and 10 every night. My cousins stayed there too, so began the game playing. We always found the best hiding spots, and my one cousin, we'll call him Jay, would follow me. And then not let me leave. He made me hide with him, and if I made a noise, he threatened to hurt me. After this experience, I stopped playing hide and seek. But it kept happening, over and over. I told my mom multiple times. No one believed me. They always sided with him and his brother, who ended up joining us in the closet on multiple occasions. Everyone in the family yelled at us for experimenting. Little did they know that I was not in agreement for any experiment. There was no agreement, no contract, no waiver signed. Why did they all call me a liar? Why did they all say I wanted attention?
I never wanted the attention either. It was given to me in the hallways at school once I got into 7th grade. By the end of my first week, I had already been spit on, punched, pushed, tripped, and called names like slut, whore, bitch, nasty, disgusting, and even more that I shouldn't say here. I was too scared I was going to get bullied even more, so I just stayed quiet. I was just 12, and this is what I had to deal with every day at school. No one helped. They all just stood by and watched, or even added in my torment. The 2 people that bullied me walk by me every day at the high school now. The boy who spit on me, he just smiles as he strides right past me. One of the girls even tried talking to me until I made it a point to avoid her. I still don't understand why I was the one they targeted.
I targeted my bully. He picked on me for 3 straight years. He turned every friend I thought I had against me. He shoved me every time we walked by each other in the hallway. He called me all kinds of names in the locker room while we're changing for gym. He threw all kinds of stuff at me at practice. He threw trash at me on the bus. Finally, I had enough. I took my mother's gun out of her locked cabinet. I was observant enough to remember the combination. I packed the cold metal into my backpack early Monday morning. My hands shook as I boarded the bus, and I saw him. He didn't start in the morning like normal, so I waited. All day long, I kept my backpack close. My eyes were glued to the zipper. I knew the safety was off. It was agonizing. I knew I had to shoot him first, then put the gun to my own head. I was ready. Life was not worth living if this was going to repeat every day. He came toward me in Econ 4th hour. I unzipped my backpack and reached inside. Felt the cold, hard metal. Gripped the pistol, put my finger lightly on the trigger, and watched. He kept coming toward me. I began sweating a lot. Felt my face and ears get heated. He wasn't saying anything at all, just looking at me. Before I knew it, he was in front of my desk. My bag on the floor, hand still holding the gun, finger ready. He looked into my eyes and offered up his hand. This bully, this devil, this jerk. He wanted to shake my hand. He didn't say a word, just gave my hand a firm shake while looking at me straight on. After that moment, the bell rang. I went straight to the bathroom, I washed my face with cold ice water, thinking about what I had initially wanted to do. I learned more about myself from him than he will ever know. Today I stand for myself, my bully, in a decision a higher power did not allow me to make.